Tom Albani, greaterpitching.com. Peter, let's take this from the top. Okay, so you pick the leg up. All right, so as you pick your leg up, there doesn't seem to be too much movement off the rubber, so our body is not getting down the mound early. It's posting up nice, but that's something we can get away with in Little League. But as you get older now and as you're hitting the bigger diamond, throwing from this distance, we want to get you to move more athletically. So you really can efficiently throw with the size of your body to the potential you're able to. And you've got more potential already just from what I see right here, because you're posting up, so everything here is on the, your body is, your hips are not really on the inside of this line. So your hip is still here, your shoulder's still here. We want to get your whole body on the inside of your drive leg. So here's your drive leg, and we want to see this part of your body inside that drive leg. Okay, get you some momentum, the potential to build more speed and more power. Okay, that's going to be the last piece of the puzzle we'll put together. Let's get you down into, take a look at your load. Let's see how far your hips have gone off. Hips are not too far off the mound. That's because we just had a slower start. Okay, so we're here, and high velocity guys they're moving down the mound pretty quick, and they're getting a good flex, and they're moving down the mound, and they're lowering their body at the same rate they're moving forward. And I don't think you do too bad of a job of moving forward. Okay, so if I drew a line here with your hips at this point, and I measured your hips at landing, let's see if you're able to move down that line and keep that waist there. Well, not really. So you do dip a little bit at the beginning, so you get more of a down and out action, and that's because you're just not moving forward soon. So as we get better and better, we will drift down the mound at the same rate we're moving forward. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a drop here. So it's more of a lift the leg, drop, and then load and sit down there. So let's get you out into leg drive. Okay, so here's where your leg drive begins. Now, here's where I'm going to put a line on your leg. And your angle of force there is called your force vector. It's a little high. So we want to be down here with that knee at this point so that we can push our body this way with more efficiency. If we were going to jump, we would want our angle of force to be more vertical, like it is now. No, you're not going to jump with your angle in that direction or your knee in that direction, but my point is that if you can get that leg down here more, you'd be much more effective driving forward, since it's a sideways movement and we're moving and throwing in this direction. Okay, let's take a look at your leg drive. Okay, so leg drive, we see a rotating knee. As the knee rotates down, the heel will pop up and the front foot will kind of just drop. We won't see too much extension out here. Okay, and if I take an angle at your front leg, we're looking at a very vertical front leg, probably somewhere around 90 degrees. Okay, so the idea is to get both legs as angular as possible. So the back leg looks good here. Okay, but it got there a little late, and the front leg is at 90. We want that front leg to be somewhere down here. So the more angular we can get our legs, the more forces we're going to be able to push up our body. And so let's see how well you convert your power from your lower body to your upper body. And if you convert your power well, we'll see the arm lay back. First we'll see the trunk come forward. The arm will lay back, and then the arm will come flying forward in that sequence. So let's see how well you brace up the knee. First of all, does that knee move? Takes a little while. Yep. See that move? That knee is swiveling out. So the knee is swiveling out. Okay. Take a look at your hip and shoulders too. Do we get any hip and shoulder separation? There's your hip. Here's your shoulder. And take a look, see how that works. And they're kind of moving together, so it doesn't look like you have too much hip and shoulder separation. Okay, let's see how much chest thrust we get and how much arm layback we get. So take a look at your chest thrust. Does it come out over that front knee? Not too much. So at full external rotation there, your angle, trunk angle, is about 74. Let's see where you're at ball release. About 57. So you're 74. At this point, it would be nice to see you down in the 60s. And then when at ball release, it would be nice to see you down in the upper 40s. So when you see a high trunk like this, and a trunk that doesn't really explode forward, that's a byproduct of just not having enough power from the legs. So everything here looks pretty good, Peter. Your movements look good. Your arms look great. Okay, you have a decent arm path there. Elbows a little casting out in front, but a lot of this stuff that happens with the upper body that is negative usually fixes itself when the lower body is doing what it's supposed to do. And what we can work on here is getting our lower body to become a little bit more powerful, a little more quick, more explosive, more dynamic. You have a great trunk tilt right there, and I like the way you land your front foot and your chin is back behind your belt buckle. That's absolutely terrific. So, Peter, there are a lot of good things here. What we need to work on is just lower power here, which would help extend that stride, which would increase the angle of force here that would push up from the ground and really slam your hip open better. You'll get better hip and shoulder separation, you'll get better chest thrust, and you'll get much better arm layback, and it'll improve your arm speed. All right, I'll see you next week.